And they only know one speed, that's full speed. They only know one direction, and that is straight ahead. They roll roughshod over everybody just like
Welcome, Santa Clarita Valley. We are on the Neighborhood Watch with your hosts, Perry Smith, News Director for KHTS AM 1220, and our honored deputy, Josh Dubin.
Hello, Perry.
How are we doing, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. And you keeping it down in the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station, as always?
It's a wet weather day today.
It is a wet weather
It's
day
raining
today.
outside.
It's boring. The weather outside is frightful, you could say.
That was your introduction to Christmas music.
That was a little tease for those of you that don't know. After Thanksgiving, we will be playing Christmas music through the holidays, so you better be ready for some Christmas jingles. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Here, we're talking about crime, the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station, what the deputies are doing right off of McBean there to keep the streets safe, community programs,
And a bunch of other stuff.
and some other stuff, like Thanksgiving coming up around the corner.
This is
How you can avoid having a deputy called to your home.
Right. This is the Thanksgiving episode of the Neighborhood Watch.
This is the Thanksgiving edition, the holiday edition, if you will.
Well, we're going to have 2 more shows in December prior to Hanukkah and Christmas.
That's true. But really, if you think about it, Thanksgiving is what kicks it off. It gets it all started.
That's true.
You have Thanksgiving, and then you have all these like colored days. There's Black Friday, there's Sales Monday or something. Stay-at-home internet shopping Monday.
That's Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. That was the word I was looking for.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a professional, folks. It's still mustache November.
It is.
Going to throw that out there.
You wanted
and
to talk
I still
about
have a
that.
cop mustache, and you still don't. You can't do anything about that.
Yeah, I do not have a cop mustache.
Regulation, are you allowed to grow a beard? Is that the deal? Or
I
know you can grow a mustache.
We
but
are
we all
allowed
know
to grow a
that.
mustache.
Okay. But
There
is
is-
that it? You just have to keep it true. What's the rule?
There's
on that?
uniform and grooming standards.
Well, of course.
So
You represent the county. You
Correct.
represent the sheriff's department.
correct.
What is the code? Do you know it? Can you cite code? And
I
can you
can. I
Can you cite mustache?
But anybody
regulation?
that's tuned into the Neighborhood Watch, I'm sure doesn't want to hear the Sheriff's Department uniform and grooming standards.
What about me? Does my opinion count for anything? No.
You do have an outstanding mustache.
Thank you. That's what I was working for, and now that I've got that, we can move on to other topics, Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station related. Talking about adapt and overcome is the theme today, right?
Right, on our Thanksgiving. Well, as we were talking about earlier, part of our outreach at the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station, we have a partnership with KHTS,
Right.
AM 1220, and, along with our social media, Nixle, our crime prevention unit at the station, we also have this radio program, which airs on the first and third Thursday of every month
Right.
from 10 to 11.
Absolutely.
And we talk about usually crime prevention tips, some social media stuff, some current events, what's
event
going
types
on,
of things.
what's going on in the Santa Clarita Valley, and
Twitter
stuff
IPO.
like that. Twitter IPO. That was
stock
last.
prices.
That was last episode.
An homage to Sergeant Darren Harris, who got it all going on social media. Now, soon to be Lieutenant.
As of
Darren
Sunday.
Harris. Wait, this past Sunday or
This coming Sunday,
okay.
November 24th.
It's official.
It's official.
That's
you
awesome.
can't call him Sergeant Harris anymore.
I wouldn't dream of it.
You have to call him Lieutenant Harris now.
What if I call him Cappy? No?
No,
LT?
that's acceptable.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get rolling on this with the wet weather that we're having. It's kind of just came on us like a storm, if
It did.
you will.
Yeah.
And it's been raining, and there's already been several collisions. And I wanted to talk to you about driving safety because we had a couple incidents already in the last, before the weather even got rough. There was a fatality that happened off of, was that Bouquet and Railroad? Somebody was trying to cross the road on a bike, and they ran the light.
A few weeks ago?
Allegedly, yeah.
Right.
According to the initial report, they ran the light. The county truck didn't see him, and unfortunately, the bicyclist was killed. And we just had a fatal collision last night. And even later that day, after the incident with the bicycle, somebody was hit crossing the road near a supermarket in the Saugus area. And then just last night, we had another fatal crash. What was the circumstances there? Do you know that one, by any chance?
Regarding yesterday's fatal traffic collision?
Yeah.
Yeah. And in these type of situations, they're not fun to talk about, and it's sad for everybody that's involved. But last night, Wednesday, November 20th, as you know, 6:10 p.m., our deputies from the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station responded to a vehicle versus pedestrian traffic collision on Wiley Canyon Road, just east of Orchard Village Road. Unfortunately, a 72-year-old male pedestrian was struck by a minivan while crossing Wiley Canyon Road, and the pedestrian, when people from the fire department, LA County Fire Department, paramedic, and our deputies responded. He was transported to a local area hospital, but he ultimately passed away. The cause of the collision is still under investigation. Obviously, if you witnessed the collision or if you have any information, our traffic department, particularly Detective Meg, who works at the station in our traffic department, would like a phone call, and he's investigating it.
What's the number there?
661-255-1121. Okay. Again, this collision happened last night, 6:10 p.m., Wiley Canyon Road and Orchard Village.
So if you're in the area, maybe thought you saw something, definitely want to call about that. Also, I just want to know, it looked like from the preliminary reports that alcohol wasn't a factor. So it wasn't a case of, criminal negligence or anything like that.
Right. They're thinking that alcohol was not a factor.
They just want to get the details of the crash.
Of course.
And find out. And to learn from that, obviously, again, like you said, it's a tragedy. We don't want to talk about it. But when something like that does happen, unfortunately, there's hopefully a learning experience there associated with that. So we have to take a quick commercial break, but I want to talk a little bit about driver safety when we get back from our break on your hometown station, KHTS AM 1220 on your Neighborhood Watch.